So let's just sit down and talk for a minute. No drama, no hot takes, no algorithm baiting, just a chat about the channel. Because apparently, according to one person particularly, I only post misery content. On my favourite, why don't you make things that make you happy? And I mean, look, if you've been here for 5 minutes, you know the answer. I like breaking things down. I'm not this sparkly, happy, positivity, everything's totes amaze, booktube, YouTube person. I don't do the whole everything is amazing, here's a happy montage thing. I'm an overthinking nerd who likes pulling topics apart. Quite literally, I love pulling topics apart. Until there's just bones left, and maybe we'll just grind the bones to find more. That's fun for me. That's the part that makes me happy. Here on YouTube, the whole point of this channel now is to treat every video like a mini essay, podcast thing. Maybe it's the wrong content for YouTube. Maybe. It's exactly what it needs. Who knows at this point? But it's how my brain works, and honestly, the only thing worse than a YouTuber chasing trends is one lying about what they actually enjoyed. Wink wink, nudge nudge, I know those contracts. My name is Darth James, welcome to this episode of The Bald Book Geek. Like, sub, tell me what you think in the comments below. Hype button is there if you've got it, and if you want to support this weird little bubble on the internet, you're welcome to join my Patreon, become a channel member, Substack, or even just buy me a coffee on Ko-Fi. Hi. Okay. Let's talk about this. One comment I get a lot is, why is every single topic split into 2 or 3 videos? Simple. No one needs an hour of me monologuing like I'm doing a guest lecture at 3 o'clock in the morning. People want digestible content. 10 minutes, maybe 12, sometimes a little longer if I'm feeling chaotic and when it's a big topic. Publishing, BookTube dynamics, indie versus trade, creative burnout. I'd rather break it apart than throw one big overwhelming mega video at you. And honestly, that's why one video tends to bleed into another. There's subjects that overlap. It's part of the same ecosystem of writing and publishing and weird little culture around books online. So let's address something else. I actively avoid the usual booktube drama and writers behaving badly content. You know exactly who I'm talking about there. Because we all know it's reductive. It exists for cheap clips, shorts, and algorithm attention. It's the internet equivalent of internet attention seeking. It's shouting for the sake of shouting and manipulating an audience. Negativity carries weight on YouTube. It always will. It carries weight across the internet. But my goal is to present things naturally, or at least honestly, rather than turning it into another channel farming outrage clips. Some of my videos take 2 weeks to research. Some have taken a few months. There's a reason they feel hopefully different from the usual microwave quick content. And I'm genuinely proud of what I've made in 2025. And I mean that. It's probably the best content I've done in ever. So let me be really brutally honest for a second. I've said this before. If you don't watch the video, don't go to the comments to lecture me about what I supposedly said in it. You can roughly tell where comments come in. You can look at your analytics. If you know how it works, you can break it down. We know you commented 45 seconds roughly into a 12-minute video. You're just here to rage vibe, right? That's deleted. I'm not even engaging. I'm not here to babysit, well, overgrown children or argue with people who refuse to listen. You're a guest. Remember that. Okay. Other criticism, but I don't think this is really criticism. The paywall thing isn't about money. If it were, trust me, I would be doing something a lot more profitable than talking about publishing trends and existential writing crises. I started it because I wanted space to build that's not dependent on an algorithm. The content's there if you want to watch it. YouTube punishes you when videos underperform. And when one video underperforms, then the next one, it kind of drags it down, and then the next, and it becomes a loop. Substack, Patreon, YouTube memberships gave me room to talk without worrying whether the algorithm needed a blood sacrifice to that day. That's why I did it. And trust me, if I actually wanted to make money out of this, I would be doing authors behaving badly. In this week's episode, so-and-so said boo to a chicken. Let's be honest. And here we go, full disclosure, I absolutely lean into what you guys respond to. Because the funny thing is, I feel like the same conversations I like having. Publishing, creativity, burnout, good, the bad, the ugly, honesty. Pulling back the curtain on this entire weird ecosystem, as well as my personal weird ecosystem, I think we have found this strange middle ground where both sides feel like, yeah, this is exactly that weird niche that we wanted. I hope. Genuinely, I hope. I'm not always going to be a happy, zippy ray of sunshine. I'm not always going to be chipper or upbeat. But I'm always going to be honest with you. Because one thing I've never compromised, even back when I softened opinions to build relationships with publishers, because contracts, I hate them, I was still honest. And that's got me in trouble over the years, but who cares? And speaking of publishing, I stopped taking review copies. And not because I'm anti-publishing, but because no one actually cares about book reviews anymore, unless it's drama or a hot new release that I'm probably not going to touch. The amount of nonsense behind the scenes is astonishing. The amount of junk books I get offered. I love your channel. I think my book would be a great fit for my channel. I don't want to read a novel about a woman who is having an intimate relationship with a swan. With whips. Yes, that is an actual book. Or being told off for saying no. Or the classic, we sent the book, didn't we? Sent the book. They didn't. A very big fantasy publisher has done this to multiple people repeatedly. Yeah, we'll send you the book. And the book never shows up. I don't like the word community. It's overused, because everyone online thinks they're running a cult or a movement. I just wanted a place to talk to people. This channel exists because I want conversations, real ones, not performative ones. I like the dialogue that happens here. I like the messy, complicated human side of it. So I'm going to say it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, commenting. And to the people that argue respectfully, great. I love you guys. Thinking critically. Sticking around through some weird ups and downs of my own existential crises and mental health breakdowns. You guys are great. This weird little corner of the internet, this weird channel only works because of you lot. And I appreciate that more than you know. So here's to 2026.